Now we got to talk about the criticism of Connor Bedard. Seriously, the criticism needs to stop, you guys. It really needs to stop. This kid is 19 years old. He shouldn't be receiving this much criticism. And I know Jeremy Roenick has something to say about Connor Bedard during the NHL Winter Classic, like when the Blackhawks were coming out for the Winter Classic and they were fist bumping some of the great Blackhawks legends like Chris Chelios, Gren Hall, Jeremy Roenick, and Dennis Savard, and the other Blackhawks legends. Connor Bedard, I guess he fist bumped everybody except for Jeremy Roenick, and Jeremy Roenick didn't seem too much. He didn't seem happy about that, so he had to criticize Connor Bedard just for that. I mean, Jeremy Roenick, of course, one of the greatest Blackhawks play. Well, one of the best players to ever put on the Blackhawks sweater, and we just celebrated you for being in the Hockey Hall of Fame. And now you're gonna have this to say about it. I mean, I guess, like, even though Connor Bedard didn't give you a fist bump, he was focused on the game, and I guess he didn't have time to give you a fist bump. That's no reason. That's no reason to criticize Connor Bedard just because he didn't give you a fist bump right there. Like, that's no reason to criticize Connor Bedard. But let's go to the latest discussion for and like I said, I did make an article on this on Blackhawk Up, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. I'll put the link in the description for you guys to go find that article. But also, not only did Jeremy Roenick talked about Connor Bedard in a negative way, but also Mark Messier and PK Subban talked about Connor Bedard in a negative way. So they, I guess, shared negative comments about his play, where Mark Messier talked about where Connor Bedard had tried to win the puck battle with Sam Reinhart, but he lost the puck battle, which led to the Panthers scoring that goal in the Blackhawks 5-1 loss to the Florida Panthers last Saturday. And he also said, after he analyzed that play, that the excuses for a young player are over now. He has to be better than that. Sure enough, they get a power play, but who goes right on the ice? Bedard. I mean, there's no quicker way to destroy the morale of a team than to have players that don't earn their ice time. And when a player makes a conscious choice to be soft on the puck, in that situation right there, there has to be consequences. If there aren't, it'll destroy the morale of the team. Listen, Mark Messier, you are one of the greatest hockey players of all time. You are a 6-time Stanley Cup champion. And you're a Hockey Hall of Famer. You certainly had a great hockey career. A lot of accolades for you. But there is a difference. You had Wayne Gretzky on your team. You had Yari Curry on your team. You had other superstar players on your team. Connor Bedard does not have that. He does not have that. So there's no right for you to compare yourself or at least talk down Connor Bedard in such a bad way when he's on a rebuilding, struggling Blackhawks team with no help offensively or defensively. There's no right. You don't have that right to criticize a 19-year-old player. You played in the 1980s. You played in the 1990s. You played in the early 2000s. I think you retired in 2004, if I'm not mistaken. The 80s and 90s was a different era of hockey back then. This is the 2020s era. This is the Connor Bedard era. And he's on a rebuilding, struggling Blackhawks team who's the only one doing something productive for the team. And he leads the team in assists and points. So he's the only one that's doing something. He's the only one that's coming up with scoring chances for the team. And he's the only one trying to, I guess, like, try and come up with scoring chances and try to get the puck in the back of the net. He's doing the best he can, and I think it's just wrong for you to criticize a 19-year-old player in Connor Bedard when he's doing the best he can. He's doing what he needs to do to contribute offensively, and for you to drop this statement, like, that's wrong and crazy. And of course, PK Subban, I like PK Subban, true. Don't get me wrong. I like PK Subban. I like Mark Messier. I like PK Subban. PK Subban, he had a great hockey career as well. He won the Norris Trophy He went all the way to Stanley Cup final with the Nashville Predators. He played in All-Star games. He certainly had a heck of a career. But I think what he said, like comparing him to Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby, Nathan McKinnon, even comparing on John Tortorella's coaching style, Matej Mitchkov to Anders Sorensen's coaching style, Connor Bedard. Well, here's the thing. Anders Sorensen, like you said, he's a rookie head coach. He's never coached in the NHL level before. But I don't think you should be comparing him to like Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon. That was a different time and age for those players. And at least at that time, like correct me if I'm wrong, they weren't on a rebuilding team, struggling team at the time, like Connor Bedard is. But correct me if I'm wrong. And so I don't think that you should be comparing Connor Bedard. Well, he is a generational talent. Let's start with that. He's a generational talent. He's the face of the Blackhawks franchise. And he's going to be the cornerstone for this rebuild. But when Sidney Crosby came into the league, that was a different time. When Connor McDavid came into the league, different time. Nathan McKinnon came into the league, different time. At least I think they had a little bit of help on the team at the time that they came into the league. Connor Bedard has no help at all. And also, Blackhawks interim head coach Anders Sorensen, he defended Connor Bedard. He emphasized the importance of continued development and support for the young player, and he highlighted Connor Bedard's commitment to grow and the team's strategy of constructive guidelines over the measures. So this is what he had to say. He's a 19-year-old kid. He's under a microscope. Everything we're asking him to do, he puts his best foot forward and tries it. And also Paul Bissonnette in the game the other day against Edmonton, which was the Connor Bowl. Paul Bissonnette called some of his plays pond hockey. He also said he was soft on the puck. The TNT crew did not hold back of Connor Bedard, especially Paul Bissonnette. And Paul Bissonnette, I like Paul Bissonnette too. He's a great guy. I listen to his Spinning Chicklets podcast. And he's a great guy. I really do like Paul Bissonnette. But to say this stuff about Connor Bedard, dude, you seriously cannot be talking to Connor Bedard this way. I mean, Paul Bissonnette in his NHL career, he scored 7 career goals, and he had 22 career points. His career is nowhere close to Connor Bedard's career as of right now. His career is nowhere close to Connor Bedard. Connor Bedard, he has 37 career goals. He has 100 plus career points compared to Paul Bissonnette's 7 career goals and 22 career points. So he cannot be dissing Connor Bedard when his NHL career hasn't even been the best. His career has not been the best. And like I said, I like Paul Bissonnette. He's a great guy. I listen to his Spinning Chicklets podcast. I love the Spinning Chicklets podcast. But to be saying all of this crap to Connor Bedard, that is just wrong. You never had the career that Connor Bedard is having right now. So you cannot be talking. You seriously cannot be talking. But Connor Bedard did say something about this. He responded to the criticism, and like I said, I put this in my article on Blackhawk Up. You guys can check it out when you get the chance. I will put the link in the description. And this is what he had to say based on the criticism. He said, "I know if I mess up a play, it's their job to point out or say how they feel. But if I make a mistake, I know. I don't watch a TNT broadcast to figure out if I made a mistake." That response says it all. And I'm pretty sure he said more of this, but I just summarized what he said. But that response says it all. He doesn't need retired hockey players nitpicking every game, and he holds himself accountable, as he should. So does Connor Bedard deserve criticism? I mean, no, but there could be a few things to clean up for Connor Bedard. But he doesn't deserve this level of hate and scrutiny. He doesn't. He absolutely doesn't deserve this level of hate and scrutiny. He's doing the best he can. He's the only one doing something productive on a struggling Blackhawks team. He's putting up points, or at least trying to put up points every night. He's doing the best he can. He's trying to create a lot of scoring chances, and he probably even leads the Blackhawks on shots on goal. I'm just guessing. I really don't know that stat for sure, but I'm guessing he has more shots on goal than any other Blackhawks player on the team. So, but if he does, that says something, because he's the only one stepping up for the team. He's the only superstar player on the team. There's nobody else that is another superstar player, but I'm pretty sure they will be. I mean, Frank Nazar, Colton Dock, and other Blackhawks young players, I'm pretty sure they'll step up. They'll probably be the running mate for Connor Bedard, which I did do an article on if Connor Bedard and Frank Nazar can be the next duo of the Blackhawks. Can they be the next Jonathan Tage and Patrick Kane? I did do an article on that. I will put that article in the description as well, so you guys can check that out. But as of right now, Connor Bedard is the only superstar player on the team. He's the only one doing something productive. He's the only one creating scoring chances. He's the only one making plays on the team. Nobody else is stepping up, and it's just Connor Bedard. So to sum up what I just said, he does not deserve this level of hate. He does not deserve this level of criticism, and he does not need to be dissed or nitpicked every time he messes something up. He told you guys about that. He holds himself accountable, and he doesn't need anybody trying to tell him, oh, you messed this up, you need to fix your game. Oh, you messed this up, you need to fix your game. Like, every single play, I mean, of course you're going to mess up. I mean, every hockey player messes up. I mean, I messed up because I played hockey before. I still do. And I cannot tell you guys, like, the games that I play in hockey, I cannot tell you guys how many times I turned the puck over and it leads to a goal on the other end. I cannot tell you guys how many times I tried to make a good play, because I grew up watching Sidney Crosby and Patrick Kane, so I always copy my game after them. I cannot tell you guys how many times I have failed to make a good play and the rest of the stuff. So, and I hold myself accountable for that when I'm playing hockey. Like, I know if I messed up a play or if I turn the puck over, that's on me. That's not on my team. That's on me. So so it's just like me. Like, I don't need you guys telling me what I need to do to fix my game. So that's just that. That's just to sum up the criticism for Connor Bedard. He does not deserve this level of hate. But let me know you guys' thoughts down in the comments. Do you think this level of hate is like needed? Is it necessary? But if yes, let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. But in my opinion, he does not deserve this level of hate. Like, it is just crazy.